We have an NHL trade this evening. We have a 4-player deal between the Colorado Avalanche and the San Jose Sharks. We'll discuss the details coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have some breaking news from the NHL. We finally have a trade. We've been waiting for more activity to start taking place, and we finally have it. This one's actually a little bit interesting. We have a 4-player deal between the Avalanche and the Sharks. So here is the breakdown of the trade. The San Jose Sharks are trading young prospect defenseman Ryan Merkley and veteran forward Matt Nieto to the Avalanche in exchange for prospect Martin Kaut and Jacob McDonald, 29-year-old undrafted defenseman. So essentially, you get 2 for 2. You get a forward and a defenseman going in either direction. Now, of course, in San Jose side of things, Ryan Merkley is a 2018 first-round pick. He slipped to be, I think he was 21st overall, I believe it was. He had the talent at the time in junior of being probably a top 5 pick or top 5-7 pick for sure. But he had a lot of off-ice issues, attitude issues, just not being a good teammate, and he was suspended multiple times for a variety of things. So ultimately that's what kind of caused him to slip in the draft. So far since he's been playing in the AHL and a bit in the NHL, we haven't heard of those issues. So I hope and sounds like he's matured and had issues. I know he had actually requested a trade. We had talked about Merkley back a few weeks ago because he's been mostly playing in the minors. I'm assuming he must feel that he deserves more of an NHL opportunity, but wasn't getting it with the Sharks. So we'll see. He's a very talented, offensively gifted defenseman, or at least he was in junior. Good skater, good offensive mind that way. Not the greatest in his own end, but we'll see. I'm not sure how he's developed because he's played limited NHL action, so I haven't had a chance to see him a whole lot the past couple of years, except for a limited amount of NHL games. And of course, like I said, Matt Nieto, of course, who's played his entire career between San Jose and Colorado, a familiar face of the Avalanche. Know what they're getting. Like I said, he's played there enough before, so the coach and GM both know him well. 30 years old, a good veteran bottom 6 guy. So certainly they had some, a player who they can know and trust to play in that role. Where some of these younger players like Martin Kaut, who's going to the other way in this deal, has been given enough opportunity, and I don't even think they're completely sold on him being a full-time NHL player, which is probably why he's included in this deal. So that's the San Jose side going to the Avs. Going back the other way, like I said, you got Martin Kaut, who was also a first-round pick in that 2018 draft. So Merkley and Kaut both taken, not too far apart in that draft. Neither player has really worked out to their organization's expectations or hopes, and here we are. Kaut goes the other way. He's played a little bit more of the NHL than Merkley has. I think Merkley's had around 39 or 40 games, and Kaut's it's around like 60 or 70 games, but neither one's really put up much numbers, and they've been going back and forth and spend more time in the American League than they have at the NHL level. And then the Sharks also got Jacob McDonald, who's probably a little bit more serviceable NHL defenseman right now. He's appeared in, I think, 33 games for the Avs this year. So he's 29, undrafted, not really an offensive kind of guy. He's more of a stay-at-home defensive style defenseman. And some teams could play third pair. Some teams he'd be, a 6'7", maybe 6'7", 8 guy. San Jose, I assume he'll probably be able to get a bit of minutes there, but obviously if they're kind of top-heavy on their D-core. Obviously, some of their top guys will play a lot of minutes, so we'll see what kind of role he gets in the Sharks organization, but certainly somebody the Avalanche, especially when their blue line's healthy, can live without. So essentially, they get a good bottom 6 forward and a bit of a project in Merkley, but somebody who's young and talented and maybe with a fresh start, fresh new scenery, maybe benefits, right? So we'll see if each of these younger players in the deal can kind of resurrect things and kind of get back on track and maybe get a better start with this new organization. And both of the older guys in this deal can hopefully go on and be serviceable players for the NHL rosters, more of a, immediate impact there. So let me know your thoughts on this trade down in the comments below. We'll discuss further. If you're new to this channel, of course, make sure you subscribe and stick around. I'll keep you up to date with all the latest news, rumors, and analysis of all 32 NHL teams. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.